Tell me about harms and charms. Top grade weapons and ammo, the church approved relics and charms to help you survive the Gauntlet of Samson. I highly recommend a stop there before you head up the gates. Saved my bacon, but when I joined, I'll tell you that. What do you know about the James King Memorial Tabernacle? All are welcome to pray at the tabernacle and to hear the gospel of James King and Red Samson. Red Samson. Who's James King? What do you know about James King? The prophet of the apocalypse, the writer of the James King Bible, and the spiritual father of our church. Well, what about Red Samson? The Red Messiah who found the sacred VHS of James King and brought his wisdom back to this sorrowful world when it was needed the most. The founder of our church, and he who died for our sins. Tell me about the church. Do not listen to the false prophets, sinners. The Salvation Church is the church of truth. We preach that the pure and good were swept up in the rapture on the eve of the apocalypse, and that those who survive the flames are the sinners who are left behind. It is the mission of the church and its militant army, God's militia, to save those poor sinners by bringing them to Jesus, or cleansing them from the earth. They refuse to see the light. Tell me about the gate of the sinner. The entrance to Griffith Park, and the first gate in the Gauntlet of Samson. The brothers there will tell you more. What do you know about the Griffith Observatory? A wilderness of savage beasts and abominations. We kept it wild and untamed as an allegory of the strife that besets a good man in his time of tribulations. Tell me about the Gauntlet of Samson. And then the Gauntlet is a trial of faith and strength through the wilds of Griffith Park. Those that complete it are welcomed as novices in the church and have the freedom of the Bastion of Faith. What do you know about the Bastion? The home of the Church of Salvation, a pinnacle in the faith of that sinners down upon the vile... A pinnacle of faith that shines down upon the vile cancer of Hollywood like a beacon upon a cesspit. Also, it's our headquarters and barracks, a beautiful building from before the war. We want to join? Your aspirants! Praise King! The church is always ready to welcome new members, but we don't just take anybody. If you want to join us, you must pass our initiation, which we call the Gauntlet of Samson. See the brothers at the gates of the sinner. They will tell you more. Farewell, and go in peace, sinners.
Is everybody here religious? Religion is stupid.
You know, Ralphie, at least in this situation, I definitely agree. Okay, random people we can't actually talk to. Ooh, a statue. I wish they would have used the Unreal Engine is inscribed into the plinth. Okay. Admiring the statue fills your squad with a sense of purpose. Hey, we all got a skill point. I wanted to examine it because I wanted... Is this... Actually, I can't get much closer. Just to say a character holding a gun? Staring back over their shoulder all dramatic-like? Use the... That comment didn't age so well, did it? Alright. Also for reference, if you're watching this in the future, this video was recorded around the time that Unreal had their whole let's charge per install bullshit going on, so... Let's see, what else is down this way? No. Alright, so we can get out into the Wasteland from here. Good to know. And then what is over here? Is this the pathway through? Oh, yeah, it is. The look of this place does not inspire poetry. Well, we know that Samson was born to poverty, says many these days. Okay, you. What is this, a sermon? Where's the preacher up on the stage here? Okay, so this is just... Come listen to the sermon. Learn. There's all these... Wow. There's a lot of... Is this supposed to be reminiscent of the amphitheater? Tiered seating? Alright, let's go. I'm not sticking around for the sermon. Mostly because I don't want to read all that. Okay. So, oh, I know what I was going to... Did I ever... Okay, the kid doesn't have a trinket right now. He has a trinket. Everyone else has trinkets. Yes. Okay, the kid doesn't... Oh, did I... I'm gonna double check real quick. I think I looked to see if this guy had a trinket that was suitable for the kid, but I don't think he did. Trade. Trinkets. What trinkets do you have? Okay, you have the +1 to kiss ass, which does no good. +1 to perception, which is not good for the kid. Perception. Take away armor, no. Kiss ass. Awareness, but combat speed. Smart ass. Outdoorsman, animal whisperer. Combat initiative, but an action takes away an action point. I don't know. Leadership doesn't do anything. The rest of this is junk. Alright. No, nothing really worth giving to kid. Thanks. I need to find a melee combat trinket for him. Which, knowing the way things go, I probably found one at one point and sold it, not thinking about it. Dig. Fade. Unearth our treasures. Whoa. Ammo. A coffee mug. And a decoder ring. Ain't that awesome? Okay. Let's keep it going. This was dead end, right? Nothing behind this building? Yeah, we can't go back there. There's probably like an Invisa thingy here. Yep, cool. Whoop, this way. With this, go between the building. Oh, we can go between the buildings. Never mind. Don't need to. I can see through the buildings. There's nothing. Old ramshackled building. Some more people. Can't go into the building, of course. A bunch of randos standing around, probably trying to decide if they want to risk running up the mountain or not. Okay. Let me check. So, this is to Hollywood. So we came in here, we explored here, we're up here now. Oh, we're up here. Sorry, that's those people. Here's a group of people. This is to the park. Oh, this is the amphitheater. Yep. I figured. That's the Wasteland. Alright, well, I'm gonna go here to uncover that. What's this? Ooh, let's go into Laban's Rest, actually. Before we do any of that. See what's going on. See if there's a quest we can get or anything.
Give me a drink.
Ralphie's been really talkative.
What's that? Never mind.
Yeah, what did Ralphie say? Ralphie said, give me a drink. The guy said, all we have is near beer. He said, what's that? It's a beer. It's to beer as shaking hands is to sex. Ah. Kiss water. Lovely. Hello. I go around. Pretty young woman with freckles and long dark hair resting on her shoulders polishes a glass while leaning against the bar. What can I get you folks? Beer, Bible, bandaging? Aspirants get half off regular prices. Who are the aspirants? Aspirants are folks who want to join God's militia. The church makes them fight their way up through Griffith Park to the bastion of faith at the top. If they make it, they can join the church. We're not pilgrims. You're not pilgrims? I'm sorry, I just assumed. Pretty much everybody who travels to Las Villas comes to pray at the tabernacle to try their hand at the gauntlet of Samson. What do you mean by if? Sad to say, most aspirants get killed on the way to the top, either by the beasts that live in the park or by other aspirants who have God on their side. God on their side, really? We know about the tabernacle. It used to be called the Greek Theater back in the day, but now it's the James King Memorial Tabernacle. The priests preach there 24 hours a day, telling of the glory of God, James King, and the great Red Samson. Who's James King? James King was a preacher before the bombs fell. The priests say he predicted the apocalypse, but nobody listened. He believed that all the good people would be taken up to heaven before the bombs fell, and that all the bad people would be left behind to live through the aftermath. Tell me about Red Samson. He's the man that founded God's militia. He found a VHS of James King preaching and believed he was hearing the voice of God. He died leading the militia to Griffith Observatory, which the priests call the Bastion of Faith. They believe he died for their sins. Tell me about God's militia. Everybody around here loves the God's militia. They've turned Las Villas around. Before it used to be a lawless hellhole full of bandits and coyotes. Now the coyotes are gone and everybody says please and thank you. I'm so happy now. And did you like the bandits and coyotes? Well, don't tell nobody, but I kind of miss the old days. This was a rowdy old raider bar before the priest came. We had some good times, but a gal's gotta go with the flow, you know. If the alternative to selling weak beer and giving away Bibles is a shallow grave, this old gal's gonna kiss militia ass every time. Who does the healing around here? Folks usually ask for that once they come back down the mountain, but if you need it, see Doc Cleric. His office is the first door on your left. You sell the Bible? Compliments of God's militia. Everybody who comes to the Bond's Rest gets a free copy of the James King Bible. Please feel free to take one. What's the James King Bible? The Gospel of God's militia. Every word of the truth straight from the lips of James King himself. You have beer? The church won't let us sell the hard stuff, but we've got some excellent beer. Let me know what you'd like. Let's trade. So you have advanced trauma, master trauma, antibiotics, squeeze and suture, antivenom, hiss beer, $130 a bottle, expert med, and master med. Okay, do I have junk to sell? Here, have my junk. I sold her back the Bible. That's great. The Gospel of the God's Militia. Not junk. No, I'd say that was properly marked. Just saying. Alright, bye. Hey, travelers, wait a minute. One more thing. What's the thing? I don't normally worry too much about the aspirants, but for some reason you folks don't strike me as the normal aspirant type, so let me give you a couple pieces of advice about the gauntlet. Okay. That's it. That's all I got. Good luck. Bye. Thanks for stopping in. Samson bless you. Alright, we got a journal entry of some sort, it looks like. Let's see. No. Nope. No. Is it a resolved? Also, how is it resolved? Let's see here. Ha, here we go. Oh, that was the... Yeah, we brought the evidence to Heidi. Yes, okay, done. No? Okay. What was... Okay, let me check my... This said a couple of things. It was boom, and I didn't look up to see what it said up at the top. Blah, 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 blah. Tell me about Samson, da-da-da-da. Tell me about God's militia. The bandits and coyotes, da-da-da-dee-dee. Heck said, who does the healing? Folks usually ask for that if they sell the Bible. This is just the conversation. It's not going to tell me anything about what I got done. Great. Let's see. Travelers, what's the thing? I don't know the word. Gauntlet. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. Good luck. Advice about the gauntlet. ... Okay, that's it. She didn't tell me anything. Oh, wait, did she give something to Hex? A sledgehammer? Okay. Chisel. This is probably garbage compared to your plasma hammer. Sure is, but you can hang on to it and we'll sell it eventually. Alright, let me check here real quick. Just me, or does this noise sound a lot louder today than it usually does? That can go bear. Nothing. No. Okay. Alright. Let's save before we do much more. Alright. Saved, and I think I turned that down a little. I don't know if it was just me, but man, that sounded louder to me for some reason. Griffith Observatory, a history. Alright, let's read the history. Okay. Let me just... I'm going to take a quick sip of water before I start reading all this. Grab your popcorn or run to the bathroom, depending on if you want to hear some lore. Alright, here we go. The Griffith Observatory. A history. Famed philanthropist Griffith J. Griffith donated over 3,000 acres of land to the city of Los Angeles in 1896. Previous to this land was part of a Spanish settlement known as Rancho Los Feliz, staying with the Feliz family for generations until Griffith purchased it. Griffith's intent was to give the great city of Los Angeles a great park, one that would provide rest, relaxation, and diversion to the masses. The donation was accepted by the city and named Griffith Park in honor of the donor. Griffith also donated $100,000 to the city to build an observatory, exhibit hall, and planetarium on the land. The objective was to make the observatory accessible to all and free to the public. Griffith believed that looking at the skies would bestow an enlightened perspective to any man. The initial plans were laid in 1912 with Griffith's involvement, but became bogged down in political infighting. As Griffith's health began to falter in 1916, he left the project but bequeathed a sizable amount of his wealth to the city in his will, earmarked for the construction of the observatory as well as a Greek theater. The plan forged ahead with Griffith's death in 1919, and architect John C. Austin's designs went into construction on June 20, 1933. A major earthquake hit Long Beach just as construction began in March of 1933, leading to the decision to build a sturdier, yet still beautiful building. The project was finished 2 years later. The observatory and accompanying exhibits opened to the public on May 14, 1935, and saw more than 13,000 visitors in its first 5 days. Among the original exhibits were a Foucault pendulum, a 38-foot diameter model of a section of the moon, a 12-inch Zeiss refracting telescope as the public telescope, and a 75-foot wide theater intended to hold the planetarium projector. During the Second World War, Griffith Park was temporarily converted to a Japanese internment camp. Many of the employees of the Griffith Observatory were called into service in 1942, while the planetarium was used in training squadrons of naval aviators to navigate by stars. The observatory would also go dark at night for fear of its lighting being used to target the city. In the 1960s, the planetarium was renewed and repaired and used in the training of astronauts in the Apollo space program on star identification and celestial navigation. In the 1970s, laser light programs were a popular draw in the planetarium theater, set to either classical music or to the rock artists such as Pink Floyd. Later in the 1970s, it became clear the observatory was beginning to show signs of age, and plans and work have been ongoing ever since to repair and fortify the structure. The observatory continues to be a popular attraction and is looking at many more years of fulfilling Griffith's vision of entertaining and elucidating the masses. And then, in this timeline anyways, a bunch of crazies came in and decided to turn it into their church. Joy. Alright. Oh, who's Chris? Hey, Chris. This woman catches your eye. On closer examination, you notice she appears to have a large Adam's apple and razor stubble on her cheeks. You begin to suspect this just might be a man. I'm sorry I don't talk to strangers. Please go away. Isn't it dangerous dressing as a woman in a bar full of wannabe God's militia? Are you implying I'm a man? How dare you? I've never been so insulted in my life. No insult intended, just wondering if you've got some kind of death wish. Shh, would you please go away here? What if I pay you? Sure, we'll take a payout, thanks. Fine, here. Now go away and leave me alone. Good riddance.
Hello there, little lady.
Oh, Scotchmo, you're drunk. I don't know what that's all about, and I don't care. Oh. Who's over here? Oh. So I was playing some Baldur's Gate 3 last night, and it's left click to walk, but in this game it's right click. Our holy bullets are metal Eucharist greeting of, let's say, granting absolution as they pass through the body. Who the hell wrote this horse shit? I'm assuming there's graffiti on the wall here I can't see. Or he's really from that in his book. A tall man with a bushy black beard and hair clipped near to the scalp. Huh? Oh, greetings, aspirants. Praise Samson. I was just studying the James King Bible in preparation for my testing in the gauntlet. What were you calling horseshit? What? What's horseshit? Are you questioning my faith? I love the Salvation Church. There's no one who would love them more than me. What do you know about aspirants? Yes, sir, that's me. I'm an aspirant. I just can't wait to fight my way up the mountain and start serving Jesus. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, take a moment to hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, subscribe and hit that bell notification icon to stay up to date with all the new videos. As always, I enjoy and appreciate your comments, and if you could share my channel and videos on social media and across the internet, it would help, as it is your support that keeps this channel going. So, until next time everyone, as always, please, stay safe out there.